Hey Clashers, miners have received a massive buff with the new level and the life gem buff as well. This means every single miner has around 400 hit points more than, well, before the update. That is overall 16,000 hit points more with having over 40 miners. So I thought, let's just combine this with the strongest opening strategy which we have right now in the game, which is the Royal Champion Charge. And as well, the super miners have gotten a new level as well. So we will try to compare those two strategies to see if regular miners or super miners work better. Let's give it a try and let's see how successful this actually is. Let's go. The nice thing about this strategy really is that you just have to take a look at the overall pathing without having to consider what is a defense and what is a regular building. With Root Riders, you always have to take a look at what the defenses are to pretty much create the pathing. For this strategy, it's just purely about where's the next closest building, the mines will go there. And with that in mind, you have to as well create the pathing. So let's see what we can go for. Over here, I think I would just go for this part of the base. Let's see where my Royal Gem is going to end. Let's turn her invisible. The timings are, by the way, exactly the same as before, which means 57. Oh, let's just turn her invisible. 57 and that's pretty cool. And such things are exactly the same as before, so nothing really changes. Now with the sieges, you have two different options. One is the battle drill, the other one is the siege barracks. Both should work great. It's kind of like up to person preference. But I like the siege drill quite a bit to open up for the king as well, so we don't rely as much on the earthquake boots. But now, let's do less talking. Let's start with the attack itself. Let's have the miners go in like this. And then the heal, the Royal Champion, the King, wall break in once, one test loon. And then we'll see how far we can make it through the entire base. Warden ability right now, I think that should be a good timing. We can use the King ability as well whenever we want. I think right now might be a good time to open up everything. We can use Baby Dragon on the outside to push everything inside. Where are our troops right now? I think here. The heal. Let's freeze this. Scatter shots are one of your biggest enemies, by the way, so you have to be really careful with that. Always keep that in mind. The healer which is under attack, that is okay. Let's use this again. Let's freeze this, I believe. Do we have enemy heroes still back? No, there's no... So we can use the cleanup headhunter as I'm always liking to use it. Always forgetting to use it, but hey. There's some archers down here. The siege barracks is still there, which means it's still going to open up compartments for my queen. And let's see how far we can make it. King is there as well. Unfortunately, we are not going to make it into the next compartment. Come on, come on. Let's see how far we can make it. Royal Champion trying to push through. The Fox is still alive, which means we're going to push even further. There were a lot of miners on the outside, by the way, so they will now overtake in combination with the remaining heroes. Royal Champion is turning invisible again, so we're getting the 3-star. But it is somewhat close, so that's something which I really want to see if the super miners can fix this. But hey, maybe that was just an unfortunate base. It's still a 3-star, no matter what. But I think we should give this approach one more try to then switch to the super miners and see if that change would make it even stronger. Because remember, a new miner level means a new super miner level as well. So let's do it one more time and see if we can repeat the 3-star. Okay, again, it's all about the beginning, which means all about setting up the pathing. For this one, again, I think going into the Town Hall looks quite solid. And then we can have one of the flanks taken care of completely with our heroes. I think the King Earthquake Boots here would be amazing. And I like the Gauntlet because it means that the Archer Queen has always some tanks in front of her. Which means we have to funnel the other side. So that's something we're going for right here. So the Royal Champion might be a good option for this side. We have to get a deep funnel though. So let's get this right. Just like this. The invis to make sure that we're taking down the bomb tower and everything. The Fox should take over again right now. Exactly. We're turning her invisible again, just like this. Okay, there's the tornado trap. That should be alright. Since this is the only thing I want to take care of, I'm not taking any risk. I will just use the invis spell now right early, which is not the perfect timing, just spamming the invis spells like this. But I really just want to take down those buildings, and then I'm completely fine with the rest. This is why I recall right now. But we're able to keep everything alive as intended. So let's just use the Baby Dragon right here. We have headhunters in there, but that should be okay. Then we arrow like this. And this time I think the siege barracks might be great. Wall break. Inability to open up everything. Oh, we have to be careful here with the headhunters. I would just freeze that to to be honest. Another Valkyrie in there. And now we're starting with the Super Miners. From the bottom side, so the pathing is better for them. We can get the... What is it? We can get the Royal Champ in there as well. But I just want to make sure that we're waiting a tiny little bit. Because remember, miners are always going underground. And this is something to consider. So like this. Now the Headhunter. I hope the Royal Champ stays alive for as long as possible. We still have the Warden ability from a Warden follow a little bit. And we have to block that. Yep, that bomb right there. King was able to find the entire top. So take a look at this pathing now. This should be amazing. Right? Hopefully. Let's see. So, miners will keep going. Let's heal everything again. This double scatter setup is going to be really, really dangerous for us. So we have to maybe freeze one ahead of time. I think the other one, or freezing the other one would have been better. Let's just heal this again. And see how far we can make it. The Queen, unfortunately, is kind of stuck right now, which is really bad. But hey, I think it's still going to be enough power, right? And use... Oh, the Super Mines are still at the top as well, so we have even more power on the back end. The mines are just going through the King like it's nothing. We still have the Fox alive. Yeah, no, there's no chance of fighting back. Like, miners are just so insanely strong. It's crazy, right? Like, it's just cool that we have another army now which is viable, and miners are just one of them. The question though now is, I think the super miners might be even stronger than the regular miners. So this is now the question which I want to go for with the next stack. So we're changing the army. I will show you what exactly the army looks like, what equipments we're going to run, and then give it a try again, because the approach is just the same. We're just replacing the miners with the super miners. Otherwise, doing everything the same. Royal Champion charge, we're switching a couple of the other equipments, but let's see how it works. We replaced the 43 miners with 11 super miners. This should be quite strong, but another thing has changed. We're now using the healing tome to keep the miners better alive because they have more hit points, so it's less likely that they're getting bursted down, and it should keep the Royal Champion alive even better after we have recalled her. On top of that, we don't have any life gem boost, and we are not using the Apprentice Warden. The reason for that is when all of those super miners are underground, the Apprentice Warden is alone and will get taken down really quickly. So this is why not having any bonus hit points. Let's see how that's going to work, if that's a good or a bad change. But we will find out only one way. Let's give it a try and see if it actually works better than the mass miner approach. Let's go. The overall approach is exactly the same as with the regular miners. So for us, again, it's all about taking down a corner. So let's just see which corner looks the best for that, and then just putting all of those miners in. What corner looks best, though? That's the question. I think maybe the top side looks best, and then start from the far right. Yep, I like that. Let's see how the Royal Champ path is, though. That's always a question. The timings are exactly the same, which means at like 57, at 47, that's always the timing for the Invis spell. That did not change with the balance changes. And so far, the Royal Champ went to the wrong side, but I think that's fine. So we're just going to flip the plan to the top side. I think that's completely okay. And we can clear out a lot of buildings on this side. So let's just turn her invisible again. As I said, always like the 37, 27. Like, that's always your timing. So far, so good. Let's just take down this as well. Turn her invisible again, so we take down this one. That's already pretty decent value, right? Like, that's pretty solid value. Let's just recall. Nice. Okay. Did we lure out the client cast as well, so we can like lure to the top? Ice golems. No, Royal Champ, go away! Stop it! Go away! Nearly got it. That's why I brought a lot of archers. We're getting closer. Okay, one Valkyrie now. What is this witch army thingy? Whatever. Like, stop it! Stupid witch. Okay. Now, we got the Baby Dragon over here. We got the Royal Champion like this. Now we have the Super Miners. Warden behind. Now the King. Warden. Archer Queen like this. I don't know, like whatever. Siege Girl in here. And so far it looks quite promising, right? Maybe? No? Let's see. Okay, Queen and King in here. Let's use the King ability now so he can tank and everything. The miners are going in. The Royal Champions keep following. Miners. One miner is going to go into the core. That's great. Or actually, more miners are going to the core. Let's use one heal on this side. Warden ability, we can use it in a second. Right now, I think that's good timing. One wizard, why not? Oh, headhunters, by the way. I should just remove the headhunter from the entire army. Like, there is no point in doing so, because I always forget to place them. Like, what is the point? What is the point? Okay, Headhunter died anyways. Okay, we got this. Oh my god, it's actually kind of funny. But hey, I guess I represent most people out there, right? Like, really bad with those. Can you stop attack my warden? Appreciate it, thank you. Expo. Don't make it personal. Oh wait, the time. Did I talk too much? No. The time is still fine, right? The time is fine. It's just... How many miners do we have alive? It's like 1 million. So as long as you're not recording a video, it seems like you're completely fine. Now it's going to be close on time because I did talk too much, maybe? Nah, we're still good. We're still good, right? 10 seconds. Easy. This is the easiest, the most overkill attack I've ever done. At least on... Actually, power-wise, it's crazy, no? How many miners are there alive there? Let me know in the comments. But this is crazy. It's insane. Those things just don't die. It is really, really strong. Give it a try. Quick side note from me, after doing way more testing, the droids in the clan castle. That is a big game changer. If you can get them into the core with the siege machine, the battle drill, and rage them up to keep the superminers alive, this is a game changer. The rage obviously makes sure that the superminers can roast through all of those heavily stacked cores really easily, while are nearly unkillable because you have raged up droids right behind them. I have tried this a little bit more, and this is just incredible and even a better improvement of the last army. As well, I'm using now the Hog Rider puppet to make sure that, well, she stays alive way longer. That's pretty much the whole purpose. Because when you recall her and then redeploy her, the superminers are underground, she takes a lot of damage, and with the Hog Rider puppet, she can turn invisible and protect herself until the superminers are showing up again. I will show you exactly how this looks like because this is quite insane, so let's take a look. The approach, still the same, which means funneling a corner, and the cool thing with this is that you do not need to do as crazy Royal Chamber charges because you just want to have an outside funnel. So for us, if we get the Wizard Tower, this air defense, this Wizard Tower and the Expo, this would be perfect pathing into the Town Hall while having the Archer Queen and the King on the other side. This is already all the pathing you need from the Royal Champ, and this is why I think the Hog Rider puppet is quite nice. So just deploy her, then use the invis as soon as she's getting like to 57 seconds, just like this. Fox obviously staying behind as always, I mean we all know that. Then we have turning her invisible again. Then 47, next invis. And the timings are exactly the same. You can see we still take barely any damage, but it's really making sure that you get those timings right. Next one, 37, which is right now. So she's moving forward. We can even take down the scatter. So we have one flanking damage later on, which is gone. So let's just take this, right? Like, why shouldn't we? Let's just do this, and then we recall. So we got the value we're looking for. Next one for us, let's lure everything over so we can take down the ice golems early. If you're luring a clan castle out like this, just do it. I mean, there's no reason of like not doing it. So yeah, that's like the thinking behind it. Next, let's just trigger the invis tower just like this. Let's have the thing and ice combs, everything in here. There's a wall break in. Like, okay, Bear Dragon wasn't the best because, well, we have the air defense close by. But still, let's just make sure that we're getting everything into the town hall. Let's get those heroes in here. Headhunter, heal, the siege, obviously, this. And then we can use an early warning ability because he's getting targeted, but it's still fine. The invis tower is not reloading just yet. They are funneling the bottom side, and the pathing just looks perfect. Now, as I said earlier, we are bringing the droids into the core. So this is like why we're doing this entire thing, right? Let's just see, make sure that we're getting this right. Let's do the skeleton. And now the rage, we're popping this open, and now take a look, making sure that nothing is dying. Take a look at the Royal Champ as well. She should get healed up again. We can use another heal as well. The droids are doing an amazing work, recovering the hit points of the Royal Champ, of all of the superminers. It's just an amazing, amazing combination with this rage in the core, especially for stacked bases like this. This makes this obviously even stronger. Now turning the Royal Champ invisible, so the monolith not taking her out. But I will just show you how many superminers are alive. We have, what is it, how many at the top side? Like 1, 2, 3. We have, how many are we? Another 1 or 2. So it's just insane how they can push through those heavily stacked cores with having the support of the droids. It's just crazy. The synergy is amazing in my opinion. Give it a try if you like it better than having even more superminers. But for me, having this the option of bringing a rage, but if you just replace a heal, you're missing the healing power. But having the rage in combination with the druids in the core is just, you have still healing, but you have still power as well, which is the rage spell. So that's just the perfect synergy in my opinion. Give it a try. I can only recommend it. I did like now plenty of testing with those armies. I did all of my legend attacks with them on all of my accounts, and it's just insanely strong. Super miners are no joke. It is crazy. And the links are, as I said earlier, down below in the description. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow, hopefully for the next class video. Until then, see ya and bye-bye.